Uh-huh. Ooh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah. Rest assured, Miss Open is fire. Daily categories lifting you higher. Pull up, jump out, open the door. Stay in the know is what we're here for. Non-stop news with traffic jams, it's true. Join the ride, make it do what it do. Opinionated news is here for you. Hot topics dropping, always something new. Stop by the station, speak your mind. Become a traffic jam and leave the noise behind. Opinionated news is the place to be. Hot topics firing, come and join me. I'm Miss Open, ready to claim wealth. Dropping news and gems like I never left. Views that matter, each voice is heard. Let's jam this traffic and spread the word. Discussion's top tier, put your clutch in gear. Buckle up, I'm driving the news all day, every day, getting to the views. Yeah. Opinionated news is here to stay. So beep beep, now get out the way. Remember Miss Open and opinionated news is fire. Like and subscribe to become a traffic jammer. The something is fire. Daily categories lifting you higher. Pull up, jump out, open the door. Stay in the know is what we're here for. Non-stop news with traffic jams is true. Join the ride, make it do what it do. Opinionated news is here for you. Hot topics dropping, always something new. Yes, I'm Miss Open, ready to claim wealth. Dropping news and gems like I never left. Views that matter, each voice is heard. Let's jam this traffic and spread the word. Discussion's top tier, put your clutch in gear. Buckle up, I'm driving the news all day, every day, getting to the views. Opinionated news is here to stay. So beep beep, now get out the way. Remember Miss Open and opinionated news is fire. Like and subscribe to become a traffic jammer.
Detroit nice, man. Too many kids left in the dark. Who gon' save them?
Mama in the kitchen, but she ain't cooking meals. Just warming up a needle while the baby catch chills. Crib full of roaches, heat cut off. Shorty 5 years old, already feeling lost. Big sis working, but it ain't no job. She just trying to make rent, doing things that rob her of her soul, but she holding it in. She rocking her brother to sleep once again. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry, no reply. Mama gone, so tight. Who gon' love them? Who gon' care? Or is love lost in the smoke-filled air? Filled air, filled air, filled air. Empty fridge, stomach growling like a beast. Heard a knock at the door, wasn't love, it was police. They took mama out, cuffs tight on her wrist. Said she left the kids starving and they couldn't take risks. Now little man in the back seat, tears rolling down. Ain't nobody there when he look around. New house, new bed, but the pain still stay. He just another number in the foster way. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry, no reply. Mama gone, so tight. Who gon' love them? Who gon' care? Or is love lost in the smoke-filled air? Filled air, filled air, filled air. Nah, this ain't just music, this real life. These kids ain't numbers, they futures, they light. But the system ain't saving them, the streets ain't raising them. Somebody gotta change it for the cold keep taking them. Boy grew up, now he running with the crew. Ain't nobody ever taught him what a real man do. He just know hunger, he just know pain. So he load up the Glock, let it bang in the rain. Another life lost, another name on the news. Another young soul never learned how to choose. And mama in the cell with her head hung low, thinking about the son that she never got to know. Cold nights,
Detroit.
who gon' save them?
Tonight on Open Discussion Detroit, let's revisit the little boy, Austin, 8 years old, who was seen trying to hitchhike a ride in the streets of Detroit. Hello, welcome to Opinionated News. I'm Miss Open, come in. We're always open. Sunday through Friday, anywhere from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. And you're tuned in tonight to Open Discussion Detroit, the odd segment. Thank you all. Thank you, Vibes Queen. I see that you're here. I appreciate you. I thank you so much. I see I got about 5 people in the bushes. Well, some fell off, but I'm here. Thank you, Platinum, for being here. Thank you, Mel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. We're just going to be revisiting Little Austin. I'm not sure if you all were here last time. I believe we talked about this last Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Last Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Little Austin was found in on Woodward here in Detroit, a busy street, after 8 p.m. at night because it was dark. A Good Samaritan picked him up, brought him here. Took him to the precinct. But on the ride, of course, he was asking him questions, discovered he had eczema, but Austin seemed to be a smart kid. Now, I do no longer have that video. Somehow it's not in my StreamYard, so I'm not going to be able to show the video for those that didn't get to see it last time. But the Good Samaritan picked him up, got him where he needed to be. The police department got him back to his mother. And since returning back, it's been 2 weeks now. It's been 2 weeks since Austin was in the road because we discussed it. And then now he's went back home. Hey, Drea, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. But he ended up having to go back home. So when he went back home, come to find out, the mom is not the problem. So I went snooping, digging for some more information on this case. Austin has been seen choking another little boy in the streets, pictures of it. I'm going to show you all the clips in a minute. The mother has a 3-year-old child and a 4-month-old baby that she's trying to protect from Austin. Austin actually had the 4-month-old in a chokehold. Have photos of that I'm going to show you. The photos came actually from the mother on her Facebook page. She's out there because people had been saying that, of course, what kind of mom is going to let their 8-year-old son be in the middle of the streets on a Saturday night? We also have some Facebook commentary from, and it's not visual, but it's visual, not voice, from a guy that worked at a local store somewhere where Austin comes in. Let me see what Drea said real quick. Is this about the little boy that was in? Yes, ma'am. This is about the little boy that was in the street hitchhiking. This is definitely about Austin. I'm going to be showing you. I don't have a video, but I'm going to be showing some clips, and you'll still be able to hear me, but you won't be able to see me in a second. But since returning home, the police, she took him to a facility. Somehow the facility just want outpatient care. They sent him back home again. He was found choking his little 4-month-old sister. So she called the police, and they took him to her grandparents' home. So that's the latest information I have. So Austin is not in the home as of today, but he may be getting back there. Not sure what kind of help, but they're basically saying that Austin is spoiled. Austin, when he doesn't get his way, he has these tantrums. Like if the mom don't give him food that he wants, he acts out and he runs away, and he goes to the Popeyes nearby. And obviously, like that Popeyes is probably 10 minutes away from me. So Austin goes out there and, begs, he steals, he does all types of things. So I want to show you all a couple of the clips that I do have here of Austin. And we're going to read some of what's going on as well. But I'm going to start with the little boy. I covered up the face of the little boy and his baby sister in a few of the clips. So trying to disclose their identity, even though we already know exactly who Austin is. Now, I do feel, I feel for him because it's something going on there. He's only 8. It's not like he's 15, 7. He's only 8. And they say these problems have been around for a while. So, and the mom has been trying to get help. However, they just continue to give her outpatient care. He continues to do the same thing. He runs away. She calls the police. They send them back. As you all have seen in several cases here in Detroit, the system is failing a lot of our babies. And hopefully the system does not fail him. So I'm going to show you a couple of these clips of Austin. I'm going to start off with the little boy that he was choking on the porch. Another little boy is standing nearby. Here we go. Yeah, we're having to double click now. I'm sorry. Let me get a better background back there so you all can see these pictures more clearly. I do apologize. I didn't realize that background. Let me put a solid background. But Austin was seen. Now this is prior. This photo is before he got picked up, because as you can tell, his hair isn't cut. So this is before he got picked up. Now these next clips are going to be of him and his little sister, and I'm going to get to them in just a moment. Okay, someone is trying to pry Austin off of his little sister. These will be more full screen. They're bigger. I'm sorry, you all. But Austin, it was this. The photos were bigger, but Austin only had on boxers, and I didn't want to show his bottom and all of that, so I had to crop the pictures out. But where the camera is, that's his little sister. He's gripping around. That's somebody else's leg, trying to pry him from choking his little sister. We're going to keep going with more images. They'll get a little better as we go along. Once again, that's pretty much the same photo. Now here's another photo of Austin. He's trying. They have to pry him off of his 4-month-old sister. It's actually sad. It's sad. Yes, Drill. Oh my, wow. It's crazy. I got a couple of more clips of them just trying to pry him off. So obviously he has some type of issues going on. Now I'm going to read this, what the mom said. The fact that I'm fighting him off of his 4-month-old sister because he can't have his way once again. I'll just sit back and record him, hold my kids, and keep them safe. Let's talk about this. If you just look on my page, you will see where he's been going for help for 4 years and still going. I promise everything. Let me move Drew's comment. I'm sorry, you all. I got to get that comment out the way so I can finish the reading. But we're having to like triple click everything these days. I'm sorry. Don't know what's going on. It's like my computer just froze on me. Okay, let me move that comment. And I'm going to reread that. I'm sorry. I'll get to y'all comments in just 1 second. The fact that I'm fighting him off his 4-month-old sister because he can't have his way. Once again, I'll just sit back, record him, hold my kids, and keep them safe. Let's talk about this. If you just look on my page, you will see where he's been going for help for 4 years and still going. I promise everything is there. This just the latest thing that happened, and the police took my son to my grandparents. Well, she said took him, but that's her son. But now I also have another. This is what the young man said at the facility. It's some store nearby. Okay, y'all. So update, and it's crazy. This little boy is just a bad, disobedient kid. His mom and grandma is currently at my store right now buying food, and he is there with them. And she said he's well fed and everything. And when he doesn't get his way, he runs away and begs for food. She has a 3-year-old and a newborn. And when she doesn't buy him Popeyes or Wendy's, he throws tantrums and runs away. She said to me, thank you for feeding him, but he doesn't need it. And for him to be having the city thinking that she's a bad mom is crazy work. And I think that's very crazy work, you all. I'm going to get back to y'all comments. Now, let's see. Platinum said, now who the heck got time to take these pictures instead of that? That's crazy. The mom. This is all from the mom's page. Nobody else is taking these. This is the mom covering her tracks. She's trying to show that it's not her. She's trying to show it's not her. It's Austin. She's trying to show that she's trying to protect her. I thought the baby was 4, but the baby 3-year-old, her 3-year-old baby, and the little baby, her 3-year-old little girl, and then a 4-month-old little girl. She got 2 little girls. And these all came from her page. Now, other people, like the guy, that came from, but he tagged her. Everybody, like, she's really just trying to cover her tracks. Like she said, she's been getting him help for 4 years. So this has been going on since he was 4 years old. And so that's what mental health is very important with this situation. Like, he obviously was born. The way I would assess it is that he was born with some type of mental health disorder. Let me rephrase that. Platinum said, I couldn't live my life like that. Now, I have been in a situation similar with my ex. My ex had a son. When I met my ex, his son was 12, going on 13. But he wasn't the average 12 going on 13-year-old. The baby was, first of all, 6'2", 210 pounds. He was part of the rainbow community, and he was the queen rainbow community. So he would have these episodes. Like, I literally watched him beat his dad up. So, and he had mental health. Like, his dad would take him and restrain him and do things because his dad was a police officer, and he would put him in the facilities. The facilities would send him back, and it was a mess. So I can understand and empathize with what this lady is going through, because it was plenty of times that I had to break up fights between my ex and his son due to the mental health. Now, I've seen a situation similar. This is what Drea said, you all. I've seen a situation similar to this, and eventually they had to remove the child for the other children's safety. And I think that's what they're going to end up having to do. But it's like she's trying to, if she's been going through this process for 4 years. Now, granted, her other two kids probably weren't born even. They weren't even born yet. So you can't even say that he's doing this because he's jealous of the new babies. Because 4 years ago, if she had a 3-year-old and a 4-month-old, those babies weren't born. So this is obviously something that he was born with. No one has properly been treating, which, like I said, I don't believe in all of the medicine but the proper therapy. But he's 8, and he's not a big 8-year-old, so he can be contained, but he looks strong. Did y'all see how he had that baby in the chokehold? That's too much with him doing his siblings like that. And not even just his siblings, though, a 4-month-old. This is a 4-month-old baby, and their bones are fragile. They're small and tiny. And the wrong click of the neck, the wrong wrist to the the wrong click to the elbow or the wrist, the baby could be hurt and harmed. And like she says, she's trying to protect her 4-year-old or 3-year-old and her 4-month-old from him. And it's sad and scary to even think that can be the next case that we see, where he's a 8-year-old boy harms his sister or brother and takes him out due to mental health. And so I don't know where she should go from this, because to me, like, she has to protect her kids, but he's also her son as well. So she has to protect him. It's something he's missing and lacking that maybe somebody needs to focus in on. Because kids really, even though mental health is real, people can be born with it. I personally don't believe people just act out just cause and do there's always something behind the acting out. Like, even when he was 4, we can say when he found out his mom was pregnant 4 years ago, he probably began acting out, knowing he was no longer going to be the only attention. You never know. Now, Platinum says she needs to get him help now, or he's going to be a menace to society when he gets older. He's already a menace to his family. He's a menace to society. You didn't see the clip of him choking the little boy? That's not his brother. Let me get that clip back up there real quick. He's already a menace. If you pay attention over here to the right-hand side, I'm going to move your comment real quick, Platinum. But if you look over here where I put the eyes at, that's another little boy standing, watching him choke out another little boy. The little boy is crying in that photo. I just didn't want to show these, innocent babies' faces. I didn't want to show their faces, so I tried to, put something over it. But another little boy standing there watching. But these are his siblings. Now, they could be cousins or something, but if you notice, there's a book bag on the porch. Like, he doesn't even have shoes on. It's like, did he run out to jump on him, or like, what's going on? But at the end of the day, somebody got to do something with him. Let me get that back off the screen. But I see him, like you said, Platinum, he's already a menace, though. You're terrorizing your neighborhood. And I want to, say, Mike D, I don't know where you at tonight, but I want to say, you were right, because you did say last week that he was probably a bully. You said last week that, it probably was him. And I didn't never say it was the mom. Like, I like to look at everything at all aspects. And I've assessed the situation. I've had 2 weeks to look through a week and a half, basically, to look through the situation. And he is just disobedient and bad, but somebody has to do something. She's trying. She's sent him to facilities. They're just giving her outpatient care. She's sent him to the police department. They're just sending him to her grandparents. Who knows what he's over there doing to her grandparents? Now, she didn't look that old. I don't know her age, but she looked like she might be soaking wet 28 to 30-ish. So her grandparents obviously must be in their 60s, at least 50s or 60s. And he could be over there terrorizing them. Now, Platinum said they have facilities. She may not want to put them in one, but she has to worry. Like, she said last week that she took him to 707 Whitmore Street, I believe, which is a juvenile mental facility. And they just said outpatient care. And so he's probably smart. Like, he is smart. We've seen the way he was talking to the guy that picked him up. He's probably going in there beating them at their own game. He's smart enough to go in there and probably con the people when they ask him the questions and assessments. She says she's been taking him for 4 years, Platinum. For 4 years that she's been taking him to get treatment. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I thought it was his brother. He should have been an intro. No, that's not his family. It might be his family, but it's not his brother. He only has a 3-year-old sibling and a 4-month-old sibling. Them are her only 3 kids. She has 3 children. Everybody's saying that she is a good mom, because at first, last week, I kept telling y'all she had a friend that was defending her in the comments up under the post. And, come to find out, a lot of other people have been defending her. The strangers, of course, are saying, hey, why is your son out there in the middle of the day at night flagging cars down, taking stuff, putting it in his shirt? But it's all because they say he have temper tantrums. I think I have another? I might have another one. I don't think I uploaded it. Let me look at my phone. But I think I have another comment that someone else made about him. And, it's basically sad. It's very sad. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to flash my disclaimer, you all, because I don't know if I'm, this legal or not. I want to make sure I try to keep my channel. So I'm going to flash my disclaimer. 1 second. While I'm trying to see what else someone else said. I do have a little more information. But I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. And we're not going to be here that long. Probably the next 20, 30 minutes. I just want to literally put in an hour. Now, I will drop my link if someone does want to voice their opinion. I can remove the copyright now. All right. I just wanted to show that for a second. But I thank all y'all for coming in. Where you been at, ONR? You found out I was back on the streets? We don't, we see you first everywhere, ONR. Have fun being first. But everybody appreciate your support by you saying you first. Like, everybody else want to come and be first. But I watch Marcus videos. I'll probably be first. I just don't comment a lot. Every now and again, I comment. I've been doing good. Thank you for coming in. I switched up my little vibe over here now. So I just be doing discussions about different things. So that's what Miss Open is over here doing these days. Now, Vibe Queen said, I cannot imagine what the mother is going through. Yeah, that has to be hell. Because I'm quite sure she loves her son, regardless on his behavior. My daughter would have been bad. She wasn't that type of bad, but my daughter would have been bad before. It's never stopped my love for her. That's my baby. I think she had an attitude with me before she left from out of here a couple of minutes before I went live. Teenagers get attitudes, but that's my baby. I love her. So I know she loved her son, but she also loved her other 2 kids who it's her diligence to keep them safe. She has to keep the baby safe. So I don't know what to say, and I don't know how to go about for her to go about doing anything else. She's trying. She's taking him to all the facilities she can. So to me, I say it's the city of Detroit. I say it's the systems that they have set in place. I don't know if they're full and they can't take no more kids on. I don't know if the workers are overloaded. Like, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's so many stories here where the kids are being failed. It's like the lady that left her kids in the house for 3 years, 4 years, however long, how many ever years. Like, she was in court today. I didn't watch the trial. I hadn't been following up with her case, but that's somebody that's different than this mother here that is trying, that has her 3 children. That welcome, Rob. Thank you for coming in, Raquel. We ain't gonna be here long. We just talking about little Austin from last week. Austin was found choking his little 4-month-old sister. Austin has been running away again. Well, he's supposed to be at her grandparents' house. So for all we know, he could have ran away from there. I didn't see anything else on her case today. I've been on her Facebook. I'm talking on her case. This ain't make the news or nothing, y'all. but is on Opinionated News Station. Thank you all for being here at Opinionated News. Now I'm gonna try to read this comment that her friend, I believe it was another one of her friends. No, this is what she. No, that's not the one that she said. Let me make sure I got the right one, y'all. I don't want to be giving out the false information. That's not the right one either. Y'all got so many screenshots in here. That's how nosy I am. Oh, this other lady, she didn't really say nothing. She was just begging for help for her. She was like, this poor mom. And she did say the lady's name. I'm not going to put the lady's name out here. Does anyone know where she can get real help for her son? The boy clearly needs some type of help. And she's just a mama that doesn't know which direction to go. And Michigan is basically failing her. So that's what's going on. Michigan is failing this mom because she's trying. But when something happens to her other kids at the hands of her other son, they're going to be trying to charge her or saying why she didn't do such and such. And I don't believe, that should be the case. I'm doing a 10 million subscriber giveaway soon as 64. Oh, your channel, you got a channel like that over there, ONR? You got a channel like Carlos King and all them where they be giving the giveaways in the cars? Well, you do it. Salute to you. But thank you all for being in here. And I'm just going to show, Raquel, you didn't get to see what little Austin been doing. I'm going to show these pictures real quick. Y'all can still be able to hear me. But I just want to show you, he was found before he got picked up last week by the other by the gentleman. This picture was taken of him choking a neighborhood kid, cousin, or someone. And at the end of the day, it's another little boy over here looking on the sideline. The boy he's choking is crying. Not sure where an adult is to break that up. But Austin also got a hold of his little sister. And they're having to pry Austin off his little sister in different ways. And it's been hard to even get Austin off of his sister. And the baby is 4 months old. The baby is 4 months old. But I'm going to take that. I just wanted to show y'all those couple of clips. Let me get my news station background back too. Hi, Warrior. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we just talking tonight. This is one of my little discussions. And like I said, I'm supposed to drop my link if anybody want to say something. That's one thing about this platform. It's a safe space. Anyone is always welcome to voice their opinions on any conversation that I have. You're always welcome to come up, say how you feel. And we also have a phone number that I do not have rolling across the bottom of the screen. My live was not all the way set up tonight, y'all. I promise y'all, I apologize. But I don't even think that's the right one. But we also have a number if you all ever want to get in contact with Miss Open. We have a phone number here for the news station. The news station is evolving. When I get my news station back here. I'm sorry, y'all. I was prepared earlier, but I didn't know that picture of Austin wasn't going to show so clearly. But let me get my news station back. Vibes Queen said, the anger is not normal. Kids normal wants to be fed, hugged, cuddled with their newborn siblings. And see, my baby was the only child, but even like just with me alone, like she just wanted to cuddle. We lay up and watch movies. So I didn't have, I don't know what it is to parent multiples. I'm glad I don't know because I don't even know if I would love another child. Like, I don't know how that sounds, but to me, I'm like, if I would have had another kid, would I love it as much as I love her? Because I just love her whole life. And I don't even know if it's room in me to just take that love and share it. But somebody told me you love the difference in your children for one, and you love all of them, but I only got one. But growing up with siblings, now I got beat up by my sisters every day. I was child number 4, but I don't think they were trying to harm me, if that makes sense. I don't believe my sisters, of course, siblings get into it. Now, let's see what Warrior said. This subject reminds me of this little boy I used to watch when I was 16 years old. He plugged in the iron and put his face down on the carpet. He was supposed to be going to the bathroom. Oh my gosh. Like, like that's something I've never really wanted to do. I had to watch children when I was younger, up until I turned about 15. And that was my whole thing. Something happens to the babies in your care, people will accuse you of doing it. I ain't never wanted no parts in that. Like, and I love the kids, but I can't handle all types of personalities and all of that. So I try to stay away from the kids. When my baby did, when she was smaller, 2 or 3 friends at a time. That's all we can handle. I'm not a teacher. I can't do none of that. But that's scary. Like, that's how we know mental health. We have to, we have to take control of it. And we got to start at the first signs of the mental health problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she says she's been taking him for 4 years. She's been taking him trying to seek help for 4 years and has found no help. And I can relate, like I said, my ex for years. I was with him for only 2 years, but the problem had already started 2 years before I met him. It was still going on the baby 22 now, maybe, but it's still been going on, after that, up until he turned 18, 19. And for all I know, he still could be going through those trials and tribulations. But now I did notice, because he had to come live with me after me and my ex broke up. The son had to come live with me for, I want to say he stayed with me about 3-4 months. And this is right after the pandemic. But by then he hadn't started smoking marijuana. He was almost 19. I'm 18, and he was 17 or 18. And he started smoking marijuana. And I noticed he had calmed down a little bit. But all of his mental health was still there. I think he had bipolar. He also had the schizophrenia. He had some type of, I believe, they diagnosed my baby with this too, which I didn't pay that no attention, but it was explosive disorder where they would explode. Okay, Platinum. Platinum gonna be coming up soon, you all, but she ain't connected yet. When she get connected, we're gonna let Platinum on up here. I never lost a fight. I am undisputed. What is you talking about, ONR? Who you was fighting on? Now let's see what Warrior said. He was supposed to be going to the bathroom. I think he was 6 or 7. He locked his grandmom in the basement, and I think a neighbor heard her yelling. She was older and taking care of him. Wow. That's crazy. Like, ain't no, like, and when I would have got out, if I was the grandma, when I would have got up out of that darn basement or wherever he locked me up in, they would have been calling for me to go to jail. I ain't gonna lie. Like, kids, like, if she bring Austin to me, Austin will have his stuff together. Austin is going to be a way better kid than Austin is today. I'm not going to abuse Austin, but I'm going to get down with Austin. And me and Austin going to have an issue. I'm going to have to get rough and raw. Like, that's why my ex, I'm not saying that's the reason he had to come stay with me, the little boy, but it sort of really is. Me and him broke up, but me and him were still friends because we broke up because of the dynamic with the children. But he tried to let him go stay with because he was like, he couldn't take care of him no more. The baby was bad. He was like 15, 16 going on 17 or something. So he let him go stay with his sister. Well, when he stayed there, he only got to stay there about 3-4 months. The sister was like, you got to come get your son. He can't stay here no more. So he called me and see if he can come stay with me. Because me and him did have an okay rapport, And when he came, he was respectful to me and we had no issues. But at the end of the day, it's 2 of you back here, Platinum. You got to take one of your devices off. I got 2 of you back here. And I don't want you to get up and have an echo. Let me see. Drew say, my daughter is my shadow. Ashley, my daughter and my dog. Girl, I got a cat. And my cat is even in here. He quiet right now. But my little gangster kitty and my baby, my baby ain't my shadow, though. She used to be. But she's 15 now. You know how they be. They want to go with the little friends. And she always wanted to do something. And I always allow her to. So at the end of the day, I just want my baby to be the most happiest, healthiest, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially that she can be. That's all I want. Yeah, I'm like that too. Like, I can't handle all that. What is you talking about? Who 400 pounds? What? We not talk. One thing about this ONR, when you come over to Opinionated News Station, we stay on topic. Tonight, the topic is 8-year-old Austin found trying to hitchhike a ride 2 Saturdays ago in the middle of the streets of Detroit. We stay on topic here. We don't going off topic. I'm proud that you can lift 400 pounds. I'm happy that you're going to be selling off that 64 or raffling off that 64 Impala. That's great, but we stay on topic. Thank you for stopping by the news station. It was crazy. My mom told me this is what Warrior said about the little boy that locked his grandma in the basement, y'all. It was crazy. My mom told me she didn't want me watching him anymore. I felt so bad for her. She was no, your mom did the right thing. That baby could have hurt you. That baby could have hurt you. He could have. Now I have a niece. I believe I told you about my niece before, but she has bipolar schizophrenia. She lived with me for about almost 6, 7 months. Back when she was 11, she had her 12th birthday with me. So, but she came from my mom's house to me, and my mom was always scared of her. And she's like, "Oh, don't go to sleep at night. She might hurt you." And I'm like, I'm not worried about her. I slept peacefully, and never once. When my niece came to me, I let her. I looked in her face. I said, Auntie, don't think anything is wrong with you. Auntie, don't think you need the medicine because she was 11 going on 12, and she was a smart 11 going on 12-year-old. I said, but it's going to be your option and your choice. So I put the medicine in a safe spot for her where if she wanted to take the medicine, she could. In the whole 6 months my niece stayed with me, my niece never took the medicine one time, but one time, I meant to say. And that was the night before she had to go to her first day of school because she was anxious and all of that. And she came to me saying, Auntie, I think I'm going to take my medicine tonight. I said, go ahead. And she took it, and that was her first and last time taking it at my home. I never had real major issues with my niece. You know, she was going into the little adolescent stage or whatever. But when my niece did come to me already, she was already had some trauma, lots of trauma. She had already had been sexually active, you know, due to trauma that turned into her own willing. A bunch of stuff had happened, but never once did she portray the bipolar, schizophrenia, and all that. And the reason I believe she didn't because I showed her genuine love. I spent time with her. I helped her with things that she needed help with, you know, her homework. You know, I put in the work. I really put in the work because I wanted my niece to be better, and she was. And like still today, I'm proud of her. I believe she's 24. She'll be 25. She only has one child, and the baby only about 3. And good, you know, good little family, and she pays her bills. You know, take good care of herself and her baby. She still has her own little issues going on, but she's doing well. So that's where I'm going to redirect this back to Austin. Austin may just need that extra one-on-one with mom. Austin might, I'm not sure where dad is because I still, in none of this stuff, I heard anything about a dad. Maybe dad needs to appear. Maybe you know, dad's dad needs to appear. It's something he's missing because it's not always medical. It's not, even though it's mental health, I'm not saying it's not always medicine. Medicine is not always the cure. Locking somebody up is not always the cure. You have a conversation with kids. A lot of people don't give their kids voices. A lot of kids, and who knows, he probably been told he was bad since he was 2. You know, kids be bad running around. You bad, sit down, you bad. And who knows, he probably started to believe it and started to do it. You never know. Oh, I'm sorry, Platinum, you back here? I only see one of you now. Girl, you know I lose track. I'm about to add Platinum to the stage, you all. Welcome, Platinum. I forgot you was back there, Platinum. I just started rambling, girl, until I look back down. You here? Platinum? You on mute?
Hello?
Okay, we can hear you now.
It's still 2 of me?
No, it's only one of you. It's one of
Huh?
you. No, it's just one of you, and we hear you
Oh,
just.
okay. I'm trying to get instructions.
Oh, okay. No, we don't know where. I haven't heard anything about a dad warrior at all. I don't know
Oh,
where the dad is. I have no idea. All I see is mom trying, mom trying, mom trying. Open, we're the same way. I'm always taking people in. There's nobody else. Yeah, like literally, I hadn't taken nobody in a while. It's since 2020 when the little boy stayed with me. But I took in one of my nephews. All my sister that struggled with drug and addiction her life. She wasn't able to be the best parent to all her children the way she would have liked to due to the drugs and alcohol. So family members stepped in at different points. So I've taken in 2 of her children before. I've taken in one of my first cousins. She ended up like 5 years younger than me, and I want to say I was like 20 then, and she was like 15 or something. Like and y'all know I've been on my own since I was 15, so I've always taken people in. That's my thing. Like I love people. I don't like to see people. I've been homeless. I've had to sleep outside. I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. I had to rely on the school shower for my showers. So I know what it's like. So if anybody ever needs anything from me, and I had to learn to stop being a giver in these streets to people, you all. Like let me tell y'all about this one story, and I'm gonna get back on track. I get my money out, but they play, hey, can I get $1? I'll give it to them. Well, this is years ago though. I'm on the train in Atlanta, so I get off my no, I'm at the train stop. I get on the train, get on the train, and I see this blind man, and he's tapping his cane, hello, hello, and nobody ain't helping this man. I'm like, why they not helping this man? I get the man, get him on the train. I sit him down. And he's like, oh, thank you so much, honey. Thank you. And I'm like, I felt good. So next thing you know, he started screaming, I'm hungry. Ooh, I'm hungry. I'm like, Lord. And he's like, so I had some money. It wasn't much. I was a waitress then, so I'm going to go get me some more money. I gave him everything I had in my pocket. It was just some change, probably like $4, $5, $7, something. Who knows? But when I give it to him, he's counting the money. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. I can get some bologna. I can get some bread. He just counting what he can get. And I felt so good about myself. Do y'all know the train go? We get to the next train stop. And I even noticed this. 3 beautiful ladies get on the train. Do y'all know that blind man head went right with the ladies? I was mad as shit. This man stole my fucking damn money. But I let him have it. I'm still a giver. I just wanted to tell y'all that. I know that was off topic. But be careful out there. To the givers. Yeah, they don't just get us online, y'all. They get us in our face too. Welcome, Gemini. Thank you for stopping in. We're just talking about 8-year-old Austin tonight. 8-year-old Austin, I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with it, but he was found in Detroit 2 weeks ago, flagging a ride down after 8 o'clock, and he's only 8 years old. Guy picks him up. Next thing you know, he ends up back at the police precinct sending the mom. He tries to hurt his little sister. A bunch goes on. And Austin is now at her grandparents. But I notice I have a few new people in here, Platinum. I'm going to let you say something in one moment. Welcome, Kenyatta. And y'all don't be laughing. That man got me for my money. But I'm going to show the clips to a couple of people. I'm going to switch my background real quick. Girl, like, at the end of the day, I still felt good that I was able to help. But no wonder nobody else didn't help him get on the train. They already done seen him before. I don't even know what I was getting on the train. I was going to work, and that wasn't my typical thing when I stayed in. I had a car, but I think my car must have broke, and I had to take the train that week or something. I don't know. Can I send it to you? And I won't be able to put it up right now. I won't be able to load it into my thing, Platinum. I'm sorry, y'all. I was talking to Platinum in the back chat. Y'all got to pray for me. Get my comments back up here. Y'all know I'm trying to multitask, but I want to show y'all what little Austin had did to his sister for those that didn't get to see. I'm going to remove my background real quick, and I'm going to show you all little Austin, his little bad self. I don't know. I'm having to double click everything. Like Vibes Queen said a couple of weeks ago, like, it's ridiculous. But this is Austin, first of all, choking a neighborhood kid, somebody. We don't know who it is, but it's not his brother or his sister because he doesn't have a brother or sister that age. And he's also found doing that to his 4-month-old sister, choking her. They couldn't pry him off of her, but when they did, he was taken away to the police department where they took him to the grandma house. So, the great grandmother's house. No, I know how. I do it on my phone, Platinum, and then I have to email it to myself, and then I have to put it. Well, I have to put it in my converter. I can't do it right now. How about we do it Friday? They're saying we're not sure if he's special needs. We're not sure what his diagnosis is, but the mom says she's been trying to get help for 4 years, Kenyatta, and she hasn't been able to. So I'm going to read this for what you all had, for those that didn't come in, what the mom said real quick. I'm going to put it up here and read it real quick. But what the mom said is the fact that I'm trying to pry him, I'm fighting him off his 4-month-old sister, because he can't have his way. Once again, I'll just sit back, record him, hold my kids, and keep them safe. Let's talk about this. If you just look on my page, you will see where he's been going for help for the last 4 years, still going, and I promise everything is there. Just the latest thing happened, and the police took him to my grandparents. So at the end of the day, the mom don't know what to do. She want to keep her other baby safe. I'm trying to take this off, y'all. She's trying to keep her other baby safe, and she don't know what to do. Austin is giving her hell. Girl, I couldn't type today earlier when I was in Marcus chat. StreamYard updated and made everything worse. Now we have to double click the comments to show them on the screen, and it's too annoying. And it's like I'm having to click it 4 times, vibes. 4 or 5 times. I'm having to click it. Because like just now, I'm just trying to get from my private chat to my other comments. It's like everything's stuck. Now, Kenyatta says, do you think the elderly can... That's what I said. No, I don't think the elderly can handle him, Kenyatta. If she can't handle him, mom doesn't look old. Mom only looks... I didn't go check her birth date and all of that on her Facebook page. But mom's, like I said, looks like she's late 28. If anything, 32 tops. But I don't even think that. And he's only 9. So she can be younger than the 28 that I'm saying. So at the end of the day... She has a 3-year-old and a 4-month-old that she's trying to protect from her 8-year-old that I know she loves. That was her firstborn. You know, I know she loves him. We don't, never know what we're going to have when we have our babies. And like, I see a lot of my baby daddy DNA in my child. I don't take it out on her, but she got a lot of his DNA, a whole bunch of it. But they don't stop me from loving her. It don't stop me from making sure that she is good. And I don't think the elderly can handle him. And this was the information that I have. Today is Tuesday. I got the rest of this information on Sunday night because I was supposed to go about this on yesterday. Sorry, I was not able to be here yesterday, you all. My daughter had a band meeting for marching band. It ended late. We had to go get something to eat, and I couldn't come live. I had to be a mama, and I'll be a mama every day, so ain't nothing new. But I just couldn't be here, so all the information that I have is up current until Sunday. I went looking today. I didn't see any new posts regarding Austin. And I didn't look today. I went yesterday. I didn't look today. I ain't have time. But it's sad because I know it's mental illness. Hold on 1 second, y'all. No, you can do it from your phone. Platinum. If you want to whatever from your phone, we can do it that way. We can hear, as long as we can hear it. If we can hear what you're trying to say.
No, I want you to finish what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish what I'm doing, but is that how you're gonna be able to do it? Because I can't upload it on StreamYard.
Yeah, I know how to do it.
Okay.
Right.
I ain't got much more on my commentary. Y'all know I wasn't gonna be here.
No, take your time, girl. This your panel.
But I wasn't gonna be here that long. That's why I want to do it at 9 tonight. And I hope my live for tomorrow is gonna be 9 as well, you all.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to come out a little earlier because I know 10 o'clock is late. And game night, if y'all wasn't here, game night is going to be at 9 this week instead of 10. Because I had a couple of people that fell asleep. Drea. Hey, Drea, girl. And Miss Brown. And I don't want them to have to, I want all my people to be able to try to stay up a little bit. So we're going to start earlier this week. Okay. But let's get back on Austin. At the end of the day, we all just have to, y'all know this is my favorite thing to do is pray. I love to pray for others. I love to wish well. Yeah, I ain't trying to call nobody out who had fell asleep. But somebody stayed up all night, Raquel. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, though. Like, y'all real dope. And y'all be vibing with me. And y'all even come into my little discussions. And I know I ramble. It's because I can't write things down, y'all. I can't read my own handwriting. I have tried. Let me show y'all that I have tried to write stuff down to tell y'all, and then it just looked like jibber jabber, scribble scrabble, and I can't read it, so I go off the dome. Okay, don't take no edibles, girl. Just if you smoke a little bit, just hit it a little bit. But game night gonna be similar but better. We're gonna amp it up just a tad notch this week, okay? And Kenyatta, I don't know if you was did you come in last? I don't even think you were at the last game night. Come in this Friday if you got time. We had fun. Okay, so you really don't ramble. You just be giving. Okay, I'm glad you think it's commentary because my best friend, she watches this. Not Zanae. I have a best friend of 23 years. And me and her were talking the other morning, and she was telling me I should take notes. And she thinks I'd be rambling, but she know this is how I talk. Like I I have ADHD, y'all, so that's why I'm always moving. And then my brain is going faster as my mouth. And I'm sorry, y'all. I be rambling. I think it's rambling or talking fast, but I apologize. Okay. But let's pray for Austin's mom. Let's pray for Austin. Let's pray for his siblings that they are safe. Let's pray for Austin's great grandparents. I'm not sure where his grandparents are in this situation. Not sure why I had to skip a generation for Austin to go. So let's pray for his grandparents as well. Because something, and let's find out where, let's pray for Austin's dad, the Austin dad, if he's not incarcerated, if he's not no longer here. Let's pray that he comes into Austin's life and can help redirect the focus on where Austin needs to go as he's transitioning into a young man. Because like Platinum said earlier, if we don't fix this today, he's going to be a menace to society, which he's already starting off as, but it's just going to get worse. And he can end up no longer here or in jail, or, paralyzed for life because somebody tried to hurt him because he tried to take something from them. Like, we never know what, our kids are our future. That's why I always say we have to pour into these babies. Like when they told me my baby had ADHD, okay, I'm not medicating, but what we're going to do, we're going to be at this therapy session every Saturday. We're going to show up. We're going to do this diet. I did all the resources I could to make sure that, we could be okay. And we're okay. Like I tell you, I'm not the perfect parent by far. I'm human. I cuss at my kid. I am. I ain't never call her out her name, but yes, I curse at my kid. If you don't sit your ass down, and not no more, but when she was a kid. But I ain't never had no problems where she was being a menace to society. Probably a menace in my home. She probably didn't beat up one kid or two, but they messed with her first. They messed with my baby first. I promise you that. I ain't raising no bully. And that's one thing. Now, I had to go to school earlier this year. My baby was getting bullied. Y'all, she always says she getting bullied. The girl can sneeze and she'll say it's a bully. So I went to the school earlier this year when she didn't want me to go because she's in high school now. But no, if you say you're getting bullied, mama pulling up, we're going to find out what's going on. But now the bullies are no longer messing with my baby because my baby used her emotional intelligence because I was like, baby, because she was trying to fight and no, you're not doing none of that. Be intelligent. And my baby wrote her a diss track. So if y'all wasn't here last Friday, be here this Friday to listen to my baby diss track because I will be playing it because it's fire. I just want to let y'all know that.
Dang, I missed it.
No, you ain't missed it. No, be here
Oh.
Friday. You ain't missed it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
playing it this Friday. Now, Vibes Queen did get to hear it the other day. I played it for Vibes Queen on the phone. We was cracking up. My baby funny. But I'm going to play that diss track. But that's, I've taught my baby in different ways to how to handle her anger. So that's why I said that. I'm relating it back to Austin, you all. I taught her not, you don't have to lay hands on people when you're upset. I've always taught my baby not to, take from others, to be kind to others. Yeah, and pretty girls don't fight. And I always let her know that. And my baby is actually, gorgeous. She got that light color skin and all this stuff. Now, but she'll fight. She is her mama child. Because, like, I've been pretty all my life. And I don't care who got something to say. Yes, I am. I got confidence. Y'all can leave me alone. But I've been pretty all my freaking life. And I've been fighting all my life. But I've had to. My baby doesn't have to. I wasn't given the tools. I wasn't given the resources. I wasn't giving what others were giving, So I had to fight my way through life. And that's what I was letting her know today. Me and her had a conversation. I always tell her, no matter what you see me do, even though I try to be a good example, the best I can be, do as I tell you to do, not as you see me do. Now, so she asked, well, why can't I do what, I see you do? Because I was not raised properly. I was not given the tools. I said I had to learn these things. So some of my habits are still there because I was, I got habits. And at the end of the day, it's hard for me to let those go due to my trauma. And I'm talking about smoking weed, y'all, my cigarettes and stuff like that. So I don't want her to be a cigarette smoker, weed smoker. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff. But I tell her to do as I tell her because now I got the knowledge on what to do and what not to do. And it works for us. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk to your children, you pour into your babies, it'll work. It will work. It don't always take an ass whooping. It don't always take medicine. It don't always take, you got to find what works for your baby. But I know mental health is real. It is real. But Mental health has always existed. Why y'all think Cain killed Abel? You know what I'm saying? That was jealousy for one. Mental health has been around since the beginning of time. Now let's see. That's a very smart way to teach her how to deal with it, and I applaud you. Yeah, I always teach my baby emotional intelligence is everything, because I haven't always been emotionally intelligent. Now I'm not really emotional either, so that's what always set me apart, where I can use my intelligence because I don't have those emotions like most people. So like stuff that might make somebody else mad, that shit fly right on over me because I'm so easygoing. I ain't got time for all that. But you cross that line with me, and I was always small. I was always ready to attack. So I'm just gonna hit you first, and we just gonna fight. I'll take the black eye, broke arm, whatever we gotta do, we're gonna do it. But I'm not raising a daughter like that. I'm not raising my daughter to be a fighter. I'm not raising my daughter to be a cusser, a cigarette smoker, weed smoker. I don't drink like that, but I'm not raising her to be a drinker. None of that. I'm raising my daughter to be a woman that can walk with purpose, that can be confident in who she is, where she wants to go, and set forth all her goals, and
Well, how
actually
that
put
diss track
action
come out?
behind herself. What's going on,
What she
Platinum?
what she say on that diss track? We'll know.
Girl, yeah, it's on site. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell y'all. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell y'all. It's on site. How about that? Oh yeah,
Right.
she did. I just missed Vibes Queen. I'm just clicking these comments. I ain't reading them, y'all. Okay, Vibe said it's on site was my favorite line. Girl, I'm telling you, it is on
Dang.
site. My baby don't play no games.
I'll be
But
letting you
guess
get
what?
previews.
It done been on site. She done been seeing the little girl since. But like even to what was it, last Wednesday? Was that last Wednesday vibes? Maybe I want to say my baby was trying to convince me to take her to a place so they could fight, because a couple of her other friends was going and they was gonna fight the other girls, and I'm like, no. And this is after the diss track. Still, this is still after the diss track. But I'm like, I'm emotionally intelligent enough to know that as a mother, why would I drive you to a fight? And it's mamas that do this. And I got a case like tomorrow's my news, and I'm gonna be throwing out a bunch of news tomorrow on a bunch of everything. And one of these cases is gonna blow your mind. It's not even a real case. It's not on the news, but it's a story. But anywho, why would I
I
take
feel
my
you though.
baby and drive her to a fight where the
Right.
fight might not be fair?
It
Somebody
could
can
get
pull
ugly
out a GUN and my baby's no longer here. Somebody can have a razor or a knife and poke her the
and do
wrong way.
something to the girl, and then your daughter get time for it just
Huh?
because she was there. I said they could do something to the girl,
Yeah,
and your daughter get time for it just because she was there.
just because she was there. That's it. Now, my niece that I was telling you all about, she ended up having to hit somebody with a knife a couple of times. I don't know what words I can use, so I ain't gonna say it. But luckily, like her mental health played a part in her. She did have to be in jail for about 6-8 months or so, but she was able to use her first offenders, her mental health, and she was able to get off. But the girl did come to her premises, but because my niece met her outside and they stayed in an apartment and no longer was your private property anymore, um, a bunch went down. But at the end of the day, that was part of my niece's mental health. But my niece told the little girl to pull up. The little girl pulled up, and the girl got pulled off in an ambulance. You know what I'm saying? And my niece had got pulled off in handcuffs. And you never know anyone's mental capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Or what people are capable of. And there's no way I was driving my baby to a fight. And now the other little friends went, but the other girls didn't even show up. Thank God. But what if they would have? If they did show up? And now one of her other little friends that did show up to, help on the fight, she done beat up another little girl, bloody. She had a tribunal. A whole bunch of them been going on. And y'all, my baby go to school in the suburbs. This ain't the hood school. This the school with suburbs. So just imagine what the hoods are doing. But yes, but I thank y'all for being here tonight. We've been here for 58 minutes and 58 seconds. And we're going to just be here a couple of minutes longer. I think Platinum want to do something while she's up here. I'm going to let her do what she want to do. And then we're going to, bless over the families that are involved right now. And we're going to get up out of here. What you want to do, Platinum?
Nothing now.
You
It
ain't going to
won't
do
let
it?
me. It won't let me.
It won't let you? Okay, well, how
No.
about send it to me, and
All right.
Friday we'll do it.
All right.
Okay, and we just make sure people in place on Friday,
Is
and
Vibes
make
is
it
Vibes
happen.
going live tonight?
Vibes, you going live tonight? And she gotta let me know because I clicked up two. I woke up 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Yes, I got up and got on Facebook at 2 o'clock in the morning. For those that, yes, I did. I was being nosy. I'm nosy. And Vibes was live the other night, and I'm like, ain't nobody know. Like if I would have known, I wouldn't even fell asleep. And you be doing the same thing,
What you
Platinum.
say?
I just
I
click
did
on
that one
Facebook on
time.
YouTube and Platinum Live. Girl, how ain't nobody tell me? Y'all know I like
Mhm.
to be everywhere.
She ain't answered. Is she going live?
No, she probably typing right now.
Oh.
Let me see. I gotta finish reading these comments. Raquel, I know you just saw my comment about Uber. Please don't gamble all this money. Oh yeah, they gambled that money away last week. Jeopardy gonna be fun, y'all. It's not gonna be music Jeopardy. So I'll give y'all a hint. It's gonna be celebrity Jeopardy. So like far as TV celebrities. So any type of TV stuff, y'all better start researching. And it's gonna go a lot smoother. I went and watched my replay and seen little small things that I can do different to make it faster and better. And it'll be a good time. It's
All
gonna be a
right.
good time. Oh, she said she will, but it will be later because she's
All right.
busy
Well,
right
after this, I'm gonna just go over there and play it because they've been waiting.
now. Oh, okay. Okay. So you about to go live when I
But
get
take
off?
your time. I'm not going.
No,
I'm
I'm
listen. I'm
about
not going to be
done. I only
long.
wanted to be here for an hour tonight anyway, and I either hit 1 hour, 1 minute, and 8 seconds. And I ain't got much more to do. Nothing much. I
Oh,
just
girl,
want to
take your
update y'all.
time.
I
Take your
just wanted to
time.
update y'all on
I'm here for the
Austin.
songs and everything.
Y'all know I just like to come out here every day, talk. I told y'all are my therapy because by me expressing certain things that goes on with other people, I make it relate to me. It helps me breathe and do everything. So I thank all of y'all that do come and just tap in with me. Yeah, Platinum about to go live, y'all. I don't know for how long, but I'm gonna be once I get off, I'm going to Platinums.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be live
And then
long.
after I leave Platinums, I'm going to the
I just gotta
castle.
drop these tracks real quick.
Whenever the castle come. Oh, okay. She going to play some. She gonna be playing some music over there. We was gonna do it here, but I ain't never get what I was supposed to get on
Yeah,
time.
because they wasn't going. They said they wasn't coming. They had stuff to do. I
Oh.
didn't get an answer from one, and the other one popped up, and then the other one popped up.
Hmm. But you still, you should have went ahead and just sent it to me, and then I would have kept it on reserve, and then
Oh
you could be
no,
like, okay, it's cool, because I would have had
I
it
should
locked
have, but
up.
I swore they wasn't coming.
But we're gonna get ready to go over there to Platinums in just a moment. Let me make sure. Yeah, I got all the information out. It wasn't nothing but those couple of pictures of the babies. I just wanted to tell y'all, like, because some people was out here judging the mom probably in their head, like, oh, that's a bad mom. Her child was out in the street 8 o'clock at night. I don't have a opinion one way or another whether she's a bad mom or a great mom. My concern is that it's all about the children. Make sure Austin's safe and he can get the help that he needs, and her other kids being safe, so they can grow up to be as healthy and whatever they need to be in their life. So I thank all of y'all tonight.
I still got you on my TV. I'm about to go set that up on my phone.
Okay.
All
Well, go
right.
ahead and drop down, and I'll be over there in a minute.
Okay, you don't rush.
No, I'm about to get. I told you I'm about to get out of here. I told y'all I didn't want to be here but an hour. Yeah, y'all know the times when I'm up here by myself, I'd be happy to just be for an hour. Because when I do end up getting my panels popping, yeah, y'all be seeing me. They just start people be talking, and I let them talk, and we end up being here for 3 hours and stuff. And I know I'm gonna be here for 3 hours, probably 2 or 3 hours on Saturday. I mean Friday. I'm sorry. And then like tomorrow night, it's just news. And I'm still figuring out how I'm gonna do my news. I don't know if I'm gonna sit here and talk the news to you, or I'm gonna video it to you and then talk about it afterwards. I'm still at the cusp of it, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be 9 o'clock tomorrow. So for those that have not been here before, this is Opinionated News Station. I am Miss Open, and you can come in because we're always open, Sunday through Friday, anywhere between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. We have different discussions. On Monday is our odd segment. Even though we're doing our odd segment tonight, I had to switch it from last week. Our odd segment, Open Discussion Detroit. On Tuesday is our out segment, Open Understands Too. things that you'll find relatable to you. On Wednesday, it's Open Wednesdays news. And of course, it is what it is. I'm going to give you some news. On Thursday, a lot of people like this segment. It's the open love discussion, where you come in, we hold a discussion about love. This Thursday, the topic is, does size matter? And this is not just for the women. We're talking about men too. Men, do you care about what size the lady is, her body shape, her body type? Ladies, do you care about what size the man is, his bottom part? We're going to talk about it. So, and then if you haven't ever been here on a Friday, that's Open Freestyle Friday. Come here, we turn up, we play 3-4 different games, we have a good time, we just laugh, we vibe, we get off. That's the last day, we're off. Saturdays, we're not here. We take a little vacation, we go to the beach. We're always at Vibes Queen TV here on YouTube, and we're playing games over there, just laying out, getting the sand, throw it in your hair and your eyes, just having a good time. But you can always come back here Sunday for our hour segment, Open Uses Redemption. Well, I'll tell a testimony that's something that relates to me, that can relate to you. And I thank all of you all. Now, tonight, I'm just going to play my one outro. I'm not going to play my other song. I was going to play my Detroit song again, but I'm not. I'm just going to play my one outro, and we're going to get out of here. But I want to make sure I set my news station back up right, you all. If y'all ain't paid attention, Miss Open been trying to do some things and make her stuff happen. I got me a little news station that I had when I bought me a building, y'all. Where my building? I don't know where my building went. Oh, I brought a building for those that didn't see my building. And if I move the comment, y'all might be able to see my building better. Let me move. But thank you, Warrior. I meant to say thank you. I don't think I said thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you still can't see it better. But that's my little building I brought y'all at the news station. And then I got some different little avatars that I have going on. So I just want to let y'all know my backgrounds are going to be looking better. I'm still, and the reason I had to do this because whoever I ordered my news banner from, it ain't came yet. And I think it's coming from out the country somewhere. I don't know if China still got it over there holding up with the tariffs, but I want it so I can give my news out. But tomorrow my news will look something like this in the back. But I thank you all for sticking it through with me. And then I changed my mind. I am going to go ahead and play my Detroit song and then the outro. So you all have a great night. Be back here tomorrow night, 9 o'clock at Opinionated News Station for the Open Wednesday news, where you'll get some great news. But I thank each and every one of you all. Make sure we make it over there, the Platinums. It's 10:12, so by 10:15, 10:20 maybe-ish, she should be up because I got probably 3 minutes worth of song. So I'll be over there no later than 10:20. Make sure you make it by 2. And if you don't come by any other night, be here on Friday where we turn up, have fun. Because I know everybody else be busy throughout the week. You got other stuff going on. Friday, it's the off day. Be here. Be here. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some things. Now, let me get my song set up. I'm trying to make sure I ain't missing nobody comments or anything. Yes, good night, you all. And we're going to be out of here when I find the song. There we go. But thank you all. Have a great night.
Yeah. Detroit nice, man. Too many kids left in the dark. Who gon' save them?
Mama in the kitchen, but she ain't cooking meals. Just warming up a needle while the baby catch chills. Crib full of roaches, heat cut off. Shorty 5 years old, already feeling lost. Big sis working, but it ain't no job. She just trying to make rent, doing things that rob her of her soul, but she holding it in. She rocking her brother to sleep once again. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry, no reply. Mama gone, so tight. Who gon' love him? Who gon' care? Or is love lost in the smoke-filled air? Filled air, filled air. Empty fridge, stomach growling like a beast. Heard a knock at the door, wasn't love, it was police. They took mama out, cuffs tight on her wrist. Said she left the kids starving and they couldn't take risks. Now little man in the back seat, tears rolling down. Ain't nobody there when he look around. New house, new bed, but the pain still stay. He just another number in the foster way. Cold streets, cold nights, cold hearts, no lights. Babies cry. life. These kids ain't numbers, they futures they light, but the system ain't saving them, the streets ain't raising them. Somebody gotta change it for the cold keep taking them. Boy grew up, now he running with the crew. Ain't nobody ever taught him what a real man do. He just know hunger, he just know pain, so he load up the Glock, let it bang in the rain. Another life lost, another name on the news. Another young soul never learned how to choose. And mama in the cell with her head hung low, thinking about the son that she never got to know. Cold nights, Detroit. Who gon' breaking through the static, no filter, no breaks. Opinionated news, yeah, we're raising the stakes. Truth on the move, no slowing us down. We're jamming the traffic, taking over the town. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. Headlines roll, but we cut through the spin. Loud and clear, let the real talk begin. Thanks to you, we're breaking the mold. Opinionated news, fearless and bold. You hit that button, now you're in the ride. No detours here, we're shifting the tide. Like it, share it, spread the fire. Subscribe today, take the movement higher. No stop signs, no red lights. We're jamming the traffic, turn up the mic. No backing down, no slowing the pace. We flood the streets with truth and grace. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud. Opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Turn up the mic. Headlines roll, but we cut through the spin. Loud and clear, let the real talk begin. Thanks to you, we're breaking the mold. Opinionated news, fearless the mic. No backing down, no slowing the pace. Slowing the pace, slowing the pace. We flood the streets with truth and grace. Truth and grace. Every click, every view, every voice, every stand. Together we rise hand in hand. So here's to you, the fearless, the proud. Opinionated news, we're speaking loud. Jamming the traffic, breaking the chain. Like, share, subscribe, let's do it again.